I will guarantee you in your life you have never seen this. Horse print in a block of cheese. And the horse ate your tomatoes, but he didn't eat that pepper. So I get that for tonight. Coffee split on the bottom, so no problem. I just have to keep it horizontal. And let's go to the arrow. Now, them sheep are going to be close to them rocks. Danger comes, up the mountain they go. I got drugged by a horse, and this saved my life. Oh, sure is pretty back there, though. Oh my God, it's pretty. Well, I'm going to do a selfie because not many people get to do a selfie with that behind you. So I just made my first mistake. I came in here, got all anxious, got the horse set. I'm looking how lucky that horse is. That grass is 2 feet deep. He's so happy. Came over here, was all happy. I'll show you my setup. There's my chair. I forget what kind of chair that is, but I'll tell you guys one day. That's an airplane, obviously. And then if that's a yellow one, that guy flies around here all the time. I see him in the mountains. Every day I see him flying. Puts a lot of air miles on. The guys that fly planes in this country say that this valley and the Wabash Valley are some of the nicest vistas that they see in all their flying. Can you imagine being up there and looking down on this? The only thing that's better is being here. There's Porcupine Pass. You guys can see that over there. But anyways, back to telling you about the mistake I just made. So I'm not paying attention too much today. You know, first day in, I got 2 full days of glassing in here. So I'm glassing, and there's an animal back there. And I'm like, it's too far for the binoculars. I can't get a good bead on it. I didn't set up my spot scope when I first sat down. And I do that all the time. You know, when you get into an area, just get the goddamn spot scope out and set it up. Doesn't matter if you've seen anything or anything. I know you're just jonesing to start glassing. But don't do it. Set your spot scope up, because even if you like, it takes 1 minute. And, you know, I mean, I'm pretty sure the animal back there was a caribou. I mean, it could have just as easily been sheep. I've seen rams in here every time I've come in here. So, in the future, myself included, set up your spot scope first. You can barely see that wicked wolf dog I got. Dooney, what are you doing? What are you doing? Cash, you're sleeping in the most uncomfortable spot. Come on, guys, you don't have to be all quiet today. We're just going to stay way back here in the valley. We're not going to go back into there. Okay? So I'm going to go back to spotting, and I'll figure out what that animal was if he shows himself again. But the one basin back there is really juicy. It's got a little lake in there, and it's just heaven for sheep, eh? And the sheep, they're not going to be in the middle here. You know, for you to think you're going to see a sheep in the middle, you're going to see a sheep in the middle maybe 1 time out of 100 times. Them sheep are going to be close to them rocks, because if danger comes, up the mountain they go. And the rams just sleep on the rocks. They don't even sleep down low. Very seldom you see them rams bedded down low. If you do, fucking yeah. I have seen, you know, some rams in one of these ravines, these grassy ravines. They could be in there right now. But, you know, unless I freaking want to hump and work Casper even harder today, you know, I'm not going to be able to tell. And I don't want to. So, you know what? One might come to an edge of a ravine. I'll spot it. I'll know where they are for tomorrow. I'll be more aware of that spot for tomorrow. And I'll put a hunt on them. They'll go from... If they're not pushed out of an area, especially if it's good eating, they'll stay in the ravine, they'll book it to the mountain, they'll sleep on the mountain, chill on the mountain, and they'll come back out to the ravine at a certain point and eat again. Or the dips I'm talking about, you know, they're not really ravines here, they're just dips. But, I mean, take a look at the grass in them. That's what they find in them. You know, I mean, there could have been 4 sheep right in this little dip here. You wouldn't find it until we came up over this edge. You know, they're not coming out of that dip for any reason other than, you know, going to bed or whatever. They're going to stay right there and eat. That's all I've used for about, oh God, I'm going to say 25 years has been this Swirsky spot scope. I actually love the logo of the eagle. Pin came with it, but I lost it. Swarovski, all I've ever used. This one's been responsible for me getting, well, being in on the hunt on 5 rounds, but 4 of them were mine. There you go. That's as much footage as I can give you on Swarovski. Tatonka. I can never pronounce that. But again, I've had one of these for 20 years. The last one I had, I literally had it for 20 years. And now my grandson, Damon, has it. And I bought 2 this year. I bought one, and then I made a mistake and it came off my quad and I drug it for a couple hundred well, not a couple hundred, maybe 50 kilometers. And it was ripped up really good, but it definitely wasn't bad enough. The chair wasn't broken. There was nothing wrong with it that Peter couldn't fix. So now my grandson has one, my son has one, and I have one. And that packs on the horse with me at all times. I'll tell you a fast story about this. I got drugged by a horse, and this saved my life. Because I was being drugged on my back and I had the pack on, and the pack was taking the brunt of the blows while I was being drugged through the rocks. That backpack is still used today by Damon. True story. My cousin Scott was with me when I got drugged. Tatonka. That's a Remington 30-06. And I got to show it to you in all its glory. Fiber stock, stainless barrel, and end action. And that's been with me for quite a while. I've got 2 Remingtons. I've got a 25-06 and a 30-06, and I love them both. This one here, like I think the second pack out after I got it, the horse rolled on it. And so that chip came out of it, and that was, oh, I don't know, 10 years ago or something like that. But it's been just fine. So I ain't replacing it, because I kind of like the gun. And that gun's been responsible for a few big animals. I sight that thing in for 50 yards. And the reason I do that is because when I'm in the bush, and I've been on the horse bushwhacking for a long time, I've got to sight it in again. A lot of times I have to sight it in leaning up against a tree. And so I'll just make sure I know what they're shooting at 50 yards. And I know exactly what the bullet does at 100, zeroed at 200, whatever bullets I'm shooting. And then what I put on these things, both my guns, is straight Leopold 6 power scopes. That scope's probably, oh, I don't know how old it is. But the thing is, that scope never breaks. Horses roll, oh my God. You wouldn't believe what's happened to this scope in that scope's life. And it just keeps on ticking. Take a look at that scope. You don't think that's a banged up old scope, but I'll tell you, it just keeps on working. So that's my setup that I'm never changing, because why would I? I just want to show you guys what this asshole did. This is what happens when a horse tries to get at the grain in your camp. I left him loose, and this is what happened. He trashed my bow. He ate all the grain in one panniard, ate all the apples. There's one of my arrows here. Son of a horse has never done this before. Oh my God. Be calm. Luckily I had all the panniards closed, and he only got into the one. Oh my God. I know I'm gonna find something that I really needed destroyed. I smell propane. Oh, Jesus. That'll be the one thing that's destroyed, will be the cook stove. Ay, ay, ay. Oh boy, oh boy. There is one tomato left. I was gonna have tomato tonight. Oh boy. Didn't eat the dog food.
kind of picky with what he eats. Oh, if I have one tomato left, I'll be happy. No water left, of course. How the hell do you destroy the bowl? The bowl was on the other side of the tent. I guess he went over there, got his foot caught in the bowl, and then drug it over to this side of the tent. Because how else would it get over here? Here's my noodles I was going to have tonight. Oh, I can still have them. Okay, my mushrooms and onions and my meat. Okay, supper's still good. Let's look at the bright side, Grant. Oh, half the chips are good. Okay. Now, he decided to eat all the apples, which really sucked. The cheese he just stepped on. There's one tomato there. Believe it or not, I'm going to eat it because I was dreaming of having a certain meal today. Unbelievable. So now, what this does is open up a whole new can of worms. I can't trust them around camp. So now, I have to juggle feeding another way. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's start out with getting some water. Oh God, I haven't even unsaddled my horse. Mind you, he didn't hardly do anything. Oh, I hope you have a bellyache, buddy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Be patient, Grant. Be patient. It's a horse. Now, I would just chalk that up to learning more about horses. I had another horse that used to do that, so this isn't the first horse that will do that sort of shit. It's generally the horses that all they think about is their bellies. You know I'm not bow hunting a deer now, a sheep now though. There's no way I could trust that bow. The bow was literally, because I don't know why I had that thought in my mind. So I put the bow on that side of the tent. I strapped all these, thank God I did. So somehow he was under here and he went right to that side, got that bow caught in his foot, drug it all the way over to where you saw it, where I picked it up. Broke one of the arrows right in half. Oh, holy crap. Holy crap. Oh, I love this shit. Totally worth it. Do you seriously have to be so far under the tree? Couldn't you back up a bit? I know I didn't tie you there. Okay, now you're on your strap. Okay, come on. Let's get the saddle off and get a freaking coffee and grab you in with me. Oh, please, please, please. Nothing major. Nothing major. The reality of the situation, oh good, his back didn't get worn that time. The reality of the situation is, I had a feeling something was going to happen, and I should have tied him. But he had to eat too. Now he sure in the hell doesn't have to eat. Oh, sorry, buddy. Oh. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Please, no hole in the bucket. Oh, the bucket's cracked. It's just cracked up top though. Okay, that should be okay. Okay, what have I got here for bottles? This can go in there. Yeti. Oh yeah, this was the water I did have. I closed that too, but that didn't last either. Well, give me something to do tonight, I guess. When I was riding down that hill, I seen something orange out of place. And I was literally thinking to myself, did that seriously happen? Half of it holds water. Okay, I think we're okay. Got 3/4 of a bucket. Okay. I'm gonna make a coffee. I took a shit right here too. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm back. I got my coffee and drambuie. Okay, I feel like this should be, I don't know what you do, a Twitter challenge or a YouTube challenge or whatever you young people do. Okay, I will guarantee you in your life you have never seen this. Okay, let's start there. That's a footprint in a block of cheese. Horse print in a block of cheese. Now we go a little further, and the horse ate your tomatoes. That's all that's left. There was 4 of them, but he didn't eat that pepper, so I get that for tonight. And he went for the macaroni. Actually, I think he probably just stepped on that, but the macaroni's still good. Linguine. And the creme de la creme. Oh, let's show the coffee. Coffee split on the bottom, so no problem. I just have to keep it horizontal. That's not a big issue. Oh, there's a dent in the drambuie can. And let's go to the arrow. Now, I could see him breaking it in 1 spot. I could see him breaking it in 2 spots. But he broke that sucker in 4 places. You know, that's wild. and he ate some chips. Well, he didn't do too bad on the chips. Chips are still salvageable. So anyways, I'm here. Okay, why can you not see? Oh, there. I got my drambuie and coffee going. I did not shoot the horse with the other arrows, which I felt like doing. Look at him over there, so content. Hey? Yeah, he's just the best guy. He's so full. He's gonna have a bellyache like crazy, eh? But anyways, it's all good. We didn't, the stove still worked, everything worked, nothing, didn't lose anything major. Lost my apples. He ate all the apples. That sucks because I do love my apples. But I have about 3 or 4 cans of fruit in there, so it's nothing that I'm gonna die from. So there you go, guys. Horse packing 101. You gotta love it. 2 coffee and drambuie night for sure. I think you can understand why. Okay, so here's the reason you make smart decisions. So I thought to myself, oh, goddamn, that string doesn't look bad. No, maybe I could still bow hunt with it. You know, goddamn, the rollers are good. Yeah, everything, sight looks good. The biscuit looks good. So then I start trying to put the arrows in. Okay, here's the first one I tried. Now watch this. That's where that was broken. So the only thing salvageable off of that, I would say, is the tip. Okay, so I thought I'd pick up the second arrow. Can you see the angle on that? I can't even salvage the tip there. The tip's bent. I'm obviously not going to trust that arrow ever. This arrow here looks like it made it. I'm not going to trust it ever. Every one of them. Oh, I love my horses. Did I tell you guys that I love my horses? Okay, this is what I got going on here. I got linguine noodles, the ones that survived the horse. In here I got that tomato, the one that survived the horse. I got a mixture of mushrooms, onions, and bacon that I cook up at home, and I leave in a bunch of grease, and I carry in a little container like that. And so then I've got the turkey sausages in there. And look at that. Ooh, doesn't that look good? So then I'll put some noodles in that and I'll mix that up, and this will be good for 2 days. So in all reality, other than I don't get to bow hunt, the horse just ate my apples. I knew that horse had these tendencies. I seen it nuzzle the panniers a few times. I decided to close the panniers and strap them shut in case the horse came into camp. So I knew the horse had those tendencies, and I knew the horse had a chance of coming into camp, and I still left that horse loose to eat because I had to, quite frankly. The horse has to eat. But I guess the fix for that, I tied Clyde to that tree there where he's tied now. If I had tied Clyde maybe, I don't know, down the valley a couple 100 yards, he might not have come into camp. Might have, you know, I mean, whatever. But at least it would have mitigated the actual chances a bit. So if I look at this whole picture, okay, my mistakes. A horse is a fucking horse. Horse wants to eat. That's as simple as that. When I look back on that whole situation, it was my fault. I'm going to have to deal with the consequences of that horse knowing where the grain is. And it's not like it's the first time. You know, I had another horse that was like that. This situation, my fault. Admit it through and through. You know what? I was up there in that valley enjoying the best day ever, you know, glassing for sheep and like a heaven. And shit happened, and whatever, it's over, you know. What can I say? You know, I'm just happy to be here. There's that bull caribou and that cow. That bull's a good bull, but he's not legal. Right in the rocks. Beautiful animals though, eh? Look at him. He's just majestic as all hell. I love when a big bull runs. It's a great big collar shining. She must be in heat, because he ain't far behind her. There was 4 of them earlier, but I was going to get him on the spot scope, but by the time I got the spot scope set up, they were gone. Now I know where they left to. Yeah, he's got 4 points on the top is what he's got, so he's not legal. I don't even know if caribou's open here. I never look at caribou. So the horses are way over there, and we've done a great big circle. I got him to carry me up the hill to the top, or close to the top. And I've been hiking ever since. Just easier to glass when you're not on the horse. And I've never gone right down into this bowl down here, so I've seen the sheep in here a few times, so I'm gonna go check it out, because I don't see the sheep. So it's a good time to check it out. With my luck, I'll get down in this bowl and the sheep will be staring at me. The horse is like, oh my god, don't take me close to those scary animals. They might eat me. I don't know if you can see this as good as I can see it, but it's just a pretty picture. Bull's waiting for his cows. Well, so far no sheep though. Cash was having a bad dream. Sorry, buddy. We all had a snooze. Basically hiked all the way from that mountain back there, all the way here. But we didn't just come straight. We dropped into that valley over there to check out that river and that little drainage down there. Found the ravine where I got to within bow range of some sheep last time I was in here. Maybe it was the time before. I don't know. I forget. It was a nice hike. But I'm sore, and even Toonie's sore. I rode the horse on this side, going up there in the morning, till just short of that peak there. Not the high mountains, the peak in the middle. And then I started hiking about that point, and then went around the backside of that, and all around those peaks. And again, not the big mountain, the peaks, the bowl hills. And then all the way around to down there, which goes down quite a ways, and then all the way back up here. And my knees feel it. Me and the dogs all had a snooze. When I woke up, Cash was just jittering away. He was having a dream. I tried getting a picture of it before the dream came off. I was going to give it till about 4 o'clock here to give Casper time to have a good pig out too. The other 2 horses have been here the whole time, and they've eaten like crazy. That pig down there just never stops eating. Thieving bastard that ate my apples. Anyways, another half hour and then we're gonna head her back to camp. We've been out since 5 o'clock in the morning. I think that's enough. By the time we get back, it'll be about 4:30. And I'll be ready for my coffee and drambuie. And it got a little windy today. Put my balaclava on. I can take it off right now because the sun's out. But, oh, god damn. That was nice though. Didn't really sweat. We were hunting, so you're just going nice and slowly. It's just absolutely perfect. I didn't even really need to take the horses. I could have done the whole thing just by myself, but yeah, just in case you get around. You got a horse with you, you can come back, get the pack horse, get back in there in time to clean it and skin it and debone it and blah blah blah. Oh, sure is pretty back there though. Oh my god, it's pretty. Toonie, just want to show you guys. Look at her. Aww. She's limping like crazy. Toonie's staying home tomorrow. She doesn't know it yet, but look at her limp. Too much fun
has been had by all. She's limping, the horse is limping. Cash was limping a little bit too. Cash, how you doing? Are you limping? Oh, he looks tender, but come here, bud. Come here. Right here. Right here. You don't look like you're limping. Don't come in. No, no. That's it. You're not limping anyways, are you, buddy? Not like Toonie. Go lay down. Go lay with Toonie, okay? I'll make you a hot supper. So I couldn't figure out what was in camp. Something was in camp, I could tell by a lot of things were moved, eh? See that grain there? It didn't get eaten yet, but a lot of it did. Where the horse dumped a bunch of grain. There's a little chipmunk that came along. He just took off when the dogs came. I have a lot of camps where I have a little friend chipmunk that comes in. And I tend to feed him all the time and make sure the dogs don't get him. But anyways, my day is over. My coffee and drambuie is there. Horses, oh my god, they all got fed so good. The biggest stresses about horses in these mountains is feeding. Casper actually got the least, but he got like 2 hour-and-a-half, 2-hour stretches. So he's okay too. The other two got just hammered food all day long. And I am bagged. Oh, you know you've done a good day when your legs are numb. Like the dogs. So they've got sore legs, so you can imagine how my legs are. I'm 66 years old. Well, mind you, they walked more than I did. But that's it. Charging batteries tonight. I got my solar battery panel and charging 3 batteries. I put a new SD card in the GoPro so that I didn't screw up everything I got taped so far. And I got everything organized for morning. And I'm basically going to go do the same thing without dogs. Tomorrow, dogs are staying at camp. But I'm not, well, I am going to do the same route again. But I'm going to go and check out this lake that I told you guys about. That's, there's no way you can see it from here. I don't feel like moving. Okay, I'm checking the lake out, up there. I did start a garbage bag because I have one now. Because the horse ate all my tomatoes and apples. So anyways, talk in a bit.